Cleveland tonight and everything. One thing that's real interesting is that, well, first of all, Danny Ferry asked when we made the donation tonight if that came off the salary cap. We told him no. I'll tell you what, I just got handed, I gotta tell you the story, because I just got handed this yarmulke here on the way in. Now, this never happened to me. Actually, it might have happened a few times to me before. It doesn't happen very often. I guess there's a, I guess you guys have one funeral director in this town. Well, he walked up to me and he said, "Hi, I'm the funeral director in Cleveland, and I was in Israel. And where are you?" Where is he? He said he's walking by a store in Israel, and I guess somebody made a Cleveland Cavaliers yarmulke. He picked it up and gave it. It's really interesting. We're going to make sure that either Jeshurun is here today. Actually, we're going to put it out there when you can run out there with the open. You know. Jeshurun, as you know, is somewhat connected to the Jewish community. And Jennifer's here, his wife. And we actually, I don't know if Steve Chickle, one of the owners, came up with this slogan. Somebody came up with it, but we figured now that he's connected to the Jewish community, that if he could do an advertisement for like Hebrew National or something like that, with the talus on and then he'd be known as a Hebrew. Thanks to Ernest and Jennifer for coming out, and also a couple other people here from the Cavaliers. Mike Sims is here, and of course you all know there's another 7-foot white guy in the room. His name is Danny Ferry. He said to talk for 8 minutes, so we got about 3 left. Anyways, on behalf of David Katz and Steve Chickle, who's here, and everybody in the Cleveland Cavaliers, just thank you for allowing us to be part of this here today. And I tell you that David Katzman is my cousin partner right there. Heard from a lone Coffin, who's a former soldier in the IDF who lives in Detroit. It's the guy to his left. And we started hearing about the IDF, and we're sitting around one day, and we were talking about, really, I guess most of the Jewish people in the world are either born in here, in the United States, or in Israel. And, it's kind of the odds where you're going to be in one of those two places based on how many Jews are in the rest of the world, which unfortunately now is not a lot of people. And, this concept of, you're either going to be able to contribute by, picking up a weapon or picking up a rifle or picking up a pen, and people in this country, based on, the stories you hear tonight, these brave soldiers and the IDF and all the great stories you hear and people who sacrifice their lives, it's certainly a lot easier for all of us to pick up a pen to write a check than to go on the front lines or have our relatives or sons, daughters, whoever to do so. And I think we should feel fortunate that the brave people from the IDF are out there defending Jews, because Jews, as we all know, we're not defended for centuries and centuries, and finally, just in the last 60 years, the Jewish people have Israel, and the only reason Israel still exists is because of the defense of the IDF and the soldiers that are in them. And so, I think it's an honor for all of us to be part of this. And I grew up in a family. My father was in the military for a long period of time throughout World War II and after. And we always heard about the Nazis and right and wrong. And this world today, to me, and to I think all of us here, is about right and wrong. It's just about right versus wrong. It's just there's no real issue, at least in our minds, I don't think, of what's right and what's wrong, and whether it's defending terrorism or whether it's going after it with the United States military, or whether it's the IDF defending against missiles. To me, it's just a simple moral clarity of right and wrong. So we're honored to be part of that, and I want to thank you all. And it's great to see how many people came out today. It can't be for some ownership group coming here. It has to be because the Jeshurun was coming or something. I don't know. Maybe the word got out. But anyways, just a real quick thing on basketball. I'd like to thank also the Maccabi team who are all here. Can you guys raise your hands? Also the players, or the coaches, and we have presidents here and vice presidents, and we have cute kids of presidents that are also here helping out. And you know, if you don't know this, there's a great history that the Maccabi team has within Israel. They've won title after title. How does 46 titles sound? Or 23 titles, 46 times, but 23 titles in a row, right? 46 times, 23 in a row. And, you know, we could learn a lot, I guess, from that, Danny. I'm glad you're sitting at that table over there. You know, it's great to see that the basketball around the entire world is kind of taken off. And when you hear, and Danny just reminded me of this too, Danny Ferry reminded me as we're sitting down, that Maccabi Tel Aviv is really known not only throughout Israel, but throughout Europe, the United States, and all the basketball world. Is really just a extremely solid organization, and one that people look to for the kind of, you know, organization you want to build. And I know we just met their new head coach. He's here too as well. And Danny had great things to say about him. I mean, you look at a team like this and you say it's a little small country, and how could there be, you know, such great basketball? Well, there is, and they beat, as you all know, or you may not know, they beat the Toronto Raptors last year in an exhibition game. But I think that's going to be about it for NBA. It is preseason. Yeah, I don't know. So, a couple guys, though, too, I wanted to point out. There are a couple second rounders that were drafted in the NBA in this draft. Lior Eliyahu and Yotal Halperin. Is that either of those, are they here?
Yeah.
They've chosen to stay and play with Tel Aviv. We know there's several NBA players that played on Tel Aviv, Maccabi, and playing in the NBA right now. So we're honored that you guys are here playing us at the Quicken Arena, and it's going to be a great event tomorrow. And I believe it is sold out. Is that correct? Sold out. So that'll be great to see. Just a couple notes or a couple quick questions. We can still get tickets though for some of you guys, especially because all those pledges got raised. A couple of things about the Cavaliers, because they say a couple of things about the Cavaliers. I just want to tell you guys that we've been in this part of this and been in this town, I think, so 17, 18 months now, and it's just a whole world of difference in that time frame. And it comes really from people. It comes from the kind of people that we put in the various places in the organization. And Danny Ferry and his group, I can't tell you this, and I know I'm not just saying this, I can't tell you how much we appreciate as the ownership group this team, and that's, you know, Lance Blanks and Chris Grant and Danny, and the integrity, character, moral fiber, the kind of guys they are, and the kind of people they put around them.